Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be talking about SOS Cloud. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help this channel grow, subscribe, and leave notifications on. If you haven't watched these videos before, you'll find my previous one in the description below. Nonetheless, I have some great news for this one here, giving an update. And if you don't know about anything about this company, you will still be able to get a good picture by the end of this video. So let's jump right into this one. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, you can do so. It's in the description below. It's a free chat room where you can ask me more about SOS and discuss it a bit more. But kicking this off, I want to go on with some of the latest news. So to SOS responding to frequently asked questions here from its shareholders, some of the questions here might be helpful even if you haven't watched my previous videos before. So what is your nature of your business? We provide a wide range of data mining and analysis services to our corporate and individual members, including providing marketing data technologies and solutions for insurance company, emergency rescue services, insurance products, and our healthcare information portal in China. And next on, what is your address? They do talk about the movements of the address. They have relocated based on the information provided on July 31st, 2020. In addition to our headquarters, the company has a number of different locations throughout China for branch offices and other parts of their companies. In particular, our cryptocurrency mining rigs is located in various confidential locations. We relocate our mining rigs from time to time in order to take advantage of lower electricity costs. The company does not disclose the exact address of the mining rigs in order to maintain security of the rigs and to protect them from our competitors. How did the company acquire cryptocurrency mining rigs in spite of a worldwide shortage of such rigs? Who is HY International? In January 2021, SOS announced that it was expanding its existing secure insurance business, protection of cryptocurrencies and digital assets, yada yada. The company also saw certain synergies and opportunities to expand into cryptocurrencies. An important consideration from sellers was to preserve the confidentiality of its identities. So it's a little bit of confidential information. What is the status of these mining rigs? The first batch of 5,000 rigs was received on February 9th, 2021. The second batch was received on February 24th, 2021. And the third batch is expected to be delivered on April 15th, 2021, etc. What are the specifications and the model of these rigs? They do talk about their T2T and HYA10 Pro. What is the status of the company's acquisition of FXK, which is a blockchain service provider organized under the laws of British Columbia, Canada, SOS, and FXK entered into a non-binding letter of intent on January 18th, 2021, and basically said subject to due diligence, etc. So it hasn't gone through yet, but SOS has determined for various reasons not to pursue the transaction with FXK. Where can I find more information about the company? They do talk about different SEC numbers and website, etc. In order to go on and check them on. The forward-looking statement here is something basic, so we don't need to really look into this. 5,000 cryptocurrencies, that's the second batch, has been installed, and it gives the first quarter mining projections as well. So for the first mining projections here, just give you a quick perspective, is that with its current fleet, the company expects the combined fleet to have capacity to calculate an average of 353 petahash per second for mining Bitcoin, 707 gigahash per second for mining Ether. These hash rates are subject to numerous factors, including downtime or maintenance, etc. The company also announced on February 24, 2021, that it was awarded the first Bitcoin from successful mining activity. SOS Chairman Yandy Wang commented, "This is a significant milestone for our company. To memorize this event, SOS created a cooperative gold coin that will serve as a tangible representation of our first mined coin." So there we go. The company expects to generate at least 41 Bitcoins and 909 Ethereum in the first quarter 2021 based on various assumptions relating to downtime for its fleet, worldwide hash power, and other operating conditions. So we've gone through that. They have already first Bitcoins, etc. They also did respond to the short seller report, if you haven't seen that from my last video, and they said that it's not actually true. The company believes these attacks were just based on manipulation. Period. And they did talk back in February 25th, 2021, the kickoff construction of hash power plant in Hejiang County, Lizhou, Sichuan. And basically for this one here, they're going for approximately 1350 square meters, so around 1,350 square meters, approximately 14,500 square foot, and it's going to cost them around almost 54 cents per square foot per month for the rent. So that is some things here. I did want to talk about institutional buyers. Before then, I have some really amazing things I want to talk about. So institutional buyers seem to be a little bit mixed, nothing significant in the month of March at all. In terms of their shelves, they do have shelves on the side just in case they do need to raise more money. And here's one thing that I do want to cover. Mara versus SOS. SOS currently has a market cap of $1 billion. The market cap of Marathon Digital Holdings is around $4 billion. Taking a quick look into their financials, I want to see the two companies' financials side by side. I want to give you a better perspective there to make your own decision. So if we were to look into, let's say, an annual part, okay? So this is all numbers in thousands. So the total revenue from 2017, 92 million, 75 million, 48 million. That's for SOS. Marathon, you're looking at 519,000, 1.5 million, 1.1 million. You get to see SOS year over year. Their revenues there are a lot better generally, so that is something to consider. Net incomes, they're currently sitting at, for 2019, negative 9.9 million. Mara was sitting somewhere around averaging 31, 12, and 3 million. So it is quite comparable in terms of their net income, but at least SOS has revenue. If we were to look into, let's say, quarters, we don't actually have the latest quarter updated here, so we're just gonna go ahead and balance sheets annually. So balance sheet annually, and you get to see that the total assets here, 2017, 2018, 2019, went from 15 million to somewhere around 6 million. In terms of SOS, you're looking somewhere around almost $100 million. Total liabilities sitting around, I would say, 64 in terms of the last part. You're looking at 2 million. So definitely you see that Marathon or MARA has a lot less assets, but also a lot less liability. The ratio there goes around, I would say, twice as much total assets than total liability, which is good. In terms of SOS, they have around 69 million in terms of assets and around 64 in terms of liability. Again, they did raise quite a lot of money as well in terms of offerings, etc., to have enough money to pay off that liability. And you can even see it right off here. They have around 179 million that is ready to go if they wanted to put an offering at the current given around prices, and that would be enough to always keep it debt free. So in terms of being debt free, that's not a problem. It is basically on there. Now on towards the technical analysis. If you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe and notifications on and join our Discord, because there's a lot of good information there that we discuss on a regular, and there's no pumping. It's totally free, no commitment. Now, we're going on towards the one-day perspective. You get to see that the 10 SMA is above the 30 EMA, and that's an amazing thing. Momentum is actually above a 0, so it's around 2.12. That's really bullish. MACD is not even positive yet, and we still saw that 23% jump. Willing percent R is a tad closer to overbought, and ADX is starting to stabilize, and that's all bullish things going on. 10 SMA above 30 EMA, the trading action zone where positive reverses are likely is between 682 and 630. On a 2-hour perspective, what we get to see here is that the price point, 10 SMA is above 30 EMA. The ADX shows 2851, indicating that there is a very strong potential for this trend to continue on. And the 10 SMA is above 30 EMA. This here is the trading action zone between 718 and 684. So that means if the price drops within there, you can expect a positive reversal to occur. Momentum is very strong and bullish, and so is the MACD. In terms of the moving average band, you're looking at 865 on the top, 787 in the middle, and 708 in the bottom. Now the Bollinger bands are a little bit wider. Is it 1222 in the top and 352 in the bottom? Stochastic fast and stochastic slow. What we're seeing here is that there doesn't look like this is the top. It looks like it might have another leg or two upwards, and that's a really bullish thing. Now on the Fibonacci retracements, we start seeing significant support and resistance levels near where it's actually at. So significant supports are 681, 467, and 121. Significant resistances 855, 1028, 1274, and 1588. We've seen it take a stab today at the 855, and it broke through there. Well, I mean, it got rejected, but we need to take another look in terms of other price line actions for supports and resistances. We're seeing here in support sitting at the 820. Above there, you're looking at around 864, 866. I'll say 866. And then moving upwards, we see another one at 986, and then jumping up towards the 1058, and then towards the 1244. And from there, 13 and 14, 15 doesn't become much of a reach. Now, in terms of a support, you're looking into 728, looking at 689. 608, down towards the 525, 479, and 420. When I did say, by the way, it's not up for reach, I meant that there's not much resistances at these levels, so there's a good potential. Coming to the question to Ed, what do you think? Now, in terms of trend lines here, this one does have a new trend line. It's this one here, so it's currently above that trend line. That's a bullish thing. And the question is, do I think this one is a good investment? Well, price over book is a little bit overpriced. It is a little bit shaky. It was from $1.21 going to 15 bucks. You know, it's a little bit of risky play. But if I've learned anything from Marathon, is that this Bitcoin thing is massive, and the mining part of it is really driving companies' prices insane. And between this and Mara, I do think that these folks can as well reach out to Mara's level and reach that market capitalization. And if we're talking about market capitalization of 1 to 4, then you might actually go ahead and expect 40 bucks out of SOS. It's a very risky trade and it's all speculations, but it's based on due diligence. So take it with how you do. Make your own decision. What do you think about this ticker? Mention it down in the comments below, or even better, join us on Discord and let's have a discussion. Have a wonderful day.